Okay, so for ELA today, you're going to go to your Google Classroom. You're going to click on classwork and you're going to scroll down to ELA week 4.1, day 4. You're going to click on those slides and let me open it up here. Okay, so you're going to watch the vocabulary video on the difference between regular and irregular verbs. Okay, adding ed or ing won't do it. Okay, so irregular verbs. The irregular verb for say is said, find is found, make is made, know is knew, draw is drew, win is won, run is ran, sit is sat, and hear is heard. These are some of the irregular verbs that you can't add ed or ing to. So there's a vocabulary video to watch, and there is a quizzes for you to play on this. Okay, next, we are going to describe how the author can explore similarities and differences between a topic or text using compare and contrast. And this is review. We can use a Venn diagram. When we're comparing things, we look at how they are the same. When we contrast two things, we look at how they're different. And these are transition or linking words you can use to help you. Both, similar, also, as well as are words you can use for comparing words. And then contrasting words, we can use however and contrast, on the other hand, but, yet, though, although. Okay, and we can use a tool called a Venn diagram to help us compare. So I'm going to model that today. And you're going to go over and read works, and you're going to read this article called Ocean, Rivers, and Lakes. And I'm going to read it aloud right now so I can model how to compare and contrast using a Venn diagram. So let me zoom in here. Oceans, Rivers, and Lakes is the name of the article. All right, let me zoom out. We live on a wet planet. In fact, most of the surface of Earth is covered with water. Oceans are the largest bodies of water on Earth. A body of water is a part of Earth's surface covered with water. You probably know that ocean water is salty. Do you know why? It is mainly because rain brings salt from the land and into the ocean. Here is how that happens. Rain falls onto rocks. The rainwater breaks down salt and minerals from the rocks. The water mixes with the salt and minerals, then it flows into oceans. Okay, I'm going to read the next page here. Scientists have discovered 2 other sources of salty ocean water. Okay, sources, 2 more places. Some salt comes from underwater volcanoes. Other salt spurts from heated vents on the ocean floor, openings on the ocean floor. Most ocean salt, however, starts on land. Lakes are large bodies of water. They are surrounded by land. Lakes usually have fresh water, but some lakes have salt water. The Great Salt Lake in Utah is a saltwater lake. Lake water does not move from place to place. And let me show you where the Great Salt Lake is. So I'm going to pull up a map from Utah here, and I'm just going to Google Great Salt Lake just to show you where it's located. It's in Utah. And let's see if we can look at a map. All right, so images here. Okay, and here's a map of the United States, and here's Georgia over here. Okay. There's Georgia, and the Great Salt Lake is located in Utah right here. Okay. So I'm going to go back over here to our slides. So the Great Salt Lake in Utah is a saltwater lake. Lake water does not move from place to place. Rivers are filled with fresh water that moves from one place to another. The water in rivers comes mostly from rain. Rivers usually flow into oceans. Streams and creeks are also bodies of water, bodies of moving water. They are smaller than rivers. Streams and creeks can come together and form larger streams or rivers. Okay, so I've read that. So what I want to do, and you do have a Google form you're going to do. Okay, the Google form is here, and I also have it as a separate link in the Google Classroom. But I'm going to click on the Venn diagram, and let me zoom out so we can see the whole screen here. I know that's kind of small here. Let me see, make it a little bit bigger. Let's see, right there, that's better. All right, so I want to model how are oceans and lakes similar and different, and write two statements for each. So two ways that they are similar and two ways that they are different. So when we compare, we're looking at how they're similar. When we contrast, we're looking at how they're different. So in order for me to do that, I want to use a Venn diagram. So over here, I'm going to type oceans. Okay, ocean. And over here, I'm going to type lake because these are the two topics that I am comparing and contrasting. Okay, and then in the middle, I will write how are they the same, okay, to compare them. So I'm going to go back to the article, and it says here that oceans are the largest bodies of water. Okay, ocean water is salty. Okay, and over here it says that lakes are large bodies of water. Okay, so they both are large bodies of water, but an ocean is bigger than a lake. So I'm going to type that here. Okay, in the middle. Okay, I'm going to get a text box and drag it over. All right, I'm going to drag it. All right, let's see if I can drag it over here now. All right, I'm dragging it. Okay, I was able to drag it some more. And that's going to go in the middle here, that they both are large bodies of water. Okay, large bodies of water. Move that down there like that. Okay, both are large bodies of water. Now, an ocean is bigger, so need to drag another one over here. Okay, and the ocean is bigger, lake is smaller. So I'm going to type bigger. And the lake is smaller. All right, let's see if I can drag this box over here. Yep. Okay, this one is smaller. So I'll type the word in the text box, smaller. Okay, so we go back to the article. Let's see. Lakes are surrounded by land. Let me see something here. Oceans are the largest bodies of water. Okay. Ocean water is salty. Why? It is mainly because rain brings salt from the land and into the ocean. Okay. So ocean water is salty. Let's look at lakes. See, lakes are large bodies of water. They are surrounded by land. Lakes usually have fresh water, but some lakes have salt water. Okay. So we got a difference there. Okay. So they both have salt water, but lakes are mostly fresh water. So let's put that here. Okay. Let's drag it over here. Okay. So they both have salt water. Okay. The ocean is made up of salt water, mostly salt water. Okay. But lakes are mostly fresh water, even though we have some of them that do have the salt water. Okay. So I'm going to drag another text box over here. Okay. And I'm going to type fresh water, but some have salt water, have salt. Okay, move that down there like that. All right, so let's see if there's any more information. Okay. It says lake water does not move from place to place. Okay, so I think I have all of my information now. I have two ways that they are the same, and I have two ways that they're different. So now I can come down here and I can write my two statements for each. So how are they the same? And I want to use my linking words. So how are they the same? I'm going to use words like both. I can use similar, okay? So I'm going to start off with both. Okay, both are large bodies of water. So I want to make sure I write that as a sentence. Lakes and oceans are bodies of water, large bodies of water. Okay, oceans and lakes are large bodies of water. Okay, both oceans and lakes are large bodies of water. Okay, both oceans and lakes are large bodies of water. Okay, and I can take this out. I can just say both are large bodies of water. Okay, they both are large bodies of water and they both have salt water. I don't want to say both again, so I can say they are the same because they both have salt water. Okay, I'm using the word same. Okay, both are large bodies of water. They are the same. They are the same because they have salt water. Okay, now how are they different? Okay, let's look at our transition words for that. So I'm going to go back up to the top here. How are they different? I'm going to use words like however, in contrast, on the other hand. All right, so let's see here. An ocean is bigger, whereas a lake is smaller. Okay, an ocean has salt water, while most lakes have fresh water. That's what I want to type. Okay, so I'm going to come over here. Okay, and I'm going to type an ocean is bigger than a lake. Okay, I can say that an ocean is bigger than a lake, or I can say an ocean is big, whereas a lake is smaller. Okay, here's my next sentence. An ocean I'm going to say, however, an ocean is made up of salt water, while most lakes are fresh water. Okay, so I have 2 sentences for each one. Okay, and I use my Venn diagram to help me. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing, and that's what you're going to do today. Okay, you are going to make sure you watch the vocabulary video, complete the quizzes, read the ReadWorks article. Okay, you want to make sure you read it at least 2 times, and then complete the Google form. Okay, the Google form is also found over here. Okay, and your quizzes, irregular verbs, is here for you to do. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing, and I hope this information is helpful.